it's going to be very imperative to have that skill higher. I'd love to cook each meat individually, which is what I'm going to do, by the way. That's what I've decided on. This, apparently, the charging station gave all of its charges to this oven. And lets me cook tons and tons of food. Okay. Mind Wolf. What about a TK Fist, Mr. Mind Wolf? Did not kill him. That did, though. And that's stuff to make armor. Actually, I should probably close the doors if I'm going to fight this penguin for the next 20 minutes. The doors should be closed. No one should see this. Just me and you, Mr. Penguin. I couldn't even imagine, like, being in this actual scenario where you climb down a ladder, see a penguin, and decide to punch it to death. You're just going to spend the next, I don't know, 2 minutes just punching a penguin in the corner? 44, not great. Yep, definitely not great. Is that doing like 5 at a time? No, it's doing 1 at a time. That's nothing. It's not like the acid trap. Acid trap was really bad. Some teeth. We do need teeth. I'd say 5 teeth's probably good enough. I can take this. Because I'll level up after this. Actually, I don't think I am going to level up. I think I want to try and get as many lockpicks in before I do any level up. See what my lockpick is at. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Mentally debating with myself.
There was no other way.
What was that?
Soon I'll be chewing the wall.
Surveillance console.
I am one.
36 from a distance. I'm also weak, so let's have some food. It's just a rat. It'll be no problem at all. Poisoned land. I don't know if I'll need that. I do need to do this. Because he's just going to drain my stuff anyway. Oh, sweet. So, also another difference between this and the reimagining. You can't do things while blind. You can! But, like, if you try and hack a computer while blind, you get a massive penalty to it because you're blind. Which makes sense. You're not going to be trying to hack a computer anytime soon if you can't see in front of you. Thankfully, I have a vague understanding what this room looked like. I knew there was stuff here. I don't know if there's anything else. Just wait a whole bunch of turns. Oh, there's a desk. Okay. And we actually had enough cookers that we've cooked all of the meat, which is wonderful. Don't have to worry about... Oh, I mean, there was this. 95% chance? That's okay. It's not great. You may think it's great, but I would disagree. I don't believe it's great. Now, if I can get a snake dog or a... Is it just snake dog? I always forget what they're called. Are they stalkers? The blue ones without armor. The blue dogs. You have Jaegers. You got like cyber wolves. You have snake dogs. Is the regular one just called snake dog? I don't think he is. I think the harder variant is a snake dog. But I don't recall what the default one is. We'll see one eventually. Whatever it is, I need him to drop his meat. I don't know why his meat is tainted and like rat's meat isn't. I would probably eat the snake dog before I'd eat the rat. At least nutrition-wise, right? I can't imagine that rat has very much nutrition in it compared to a giant dog monster. Also, they really underprepared these guys. Send them into this giant pit. I'm gonna level up. I'm afraid he's gonna throw a grenade, hit me, and kill me instantly. Which is very similar to what happened last time. I'd rather that not happen again. It wasn't grenades, but someone killing me in one turn that just kind of showed up is what got me. Still not gonna do biotech. I think I want to do mechanical. That was not all that great, huh? Okay, and electronics. I need to get the stupid skills up to get weapon lockers. 9%. I just need to find a scientist bench or whatever it is, and then I can just spam up my skills. Also, I can't believe this is working. I didn't really get anything out of it. I kind of already knew that one. But I can't believe that all worked in a row. I'm also going to walk through this. Madness is probably the last thing I wanted here. Because I knew someone was real here. Thankfully it was that guy. Oh, there's two of them. The snakes were also real. Okay. Can I level up from punching these guys? I could spend my turns punching a wall. Punch this column. Oh, I think my melee is already high enough. I can't level up from doing that. And I want to say, I think one of the comments said attacking, like melee attacks, drain food as well. And it's different for different characters. I think the giant war lizard dude is 1 food per attack, and the ranger's 1 every other attack. I assume, since this is the same species, this is 1 every other attack. I mean, I guess I could just stare down here and maybe find out, but I don't know how that works in relation to turns passing as well. All I know is this is draining very quickly. Let's see, 17. Still 17. Still 17. Nope, 16. I don't know. I think it's just safe to say punching people oh, motion sensor, that doesn't help very much. Punching people probably drains your food as well. It would make kind of sense. I'm usually punching people closer towards the top of the old pit here. That is the door I have closed. And food rations? Yep, food rations, good enough. Oh, hello there. Have you met my fist? It's so good. So incredibly good. Actually, yeah, I didn't want to move up because he would have got the first attack. I don't want that. Okay, I think the best thing we can hope for is it drops field, sets off alarm. Nope. Well, I mean, that's probably realistically what we should have hoped for, because everyone is dead. But unfortunately, we just got cannot open field. I guess we could have got cannot open field and alarm. Not sure how often that happens. Goodbye, rats. Rats and snakes. It'd be neat to find corpses in the pit. You can find corpses in the reimagining, but they're just random items on the corpses. It's not like you're gonna find a guy with 30 items on him. But it'd be neat, sort of, I guess similar to... Did this door open and close? What was that? Oh, this door opened. Okay. I thought I heard door opening noises. I wasn't looking at the screen while I was saying words. We don't know this? Yeah, I was worried it was going to decrease speed. Ooh, I'll definitely take that. Anyway, Don't Starve has corpses. Not player... Well, it does have player corpses, of course. But you'll wander around the world and find random skeletons, and they'll have, like, small setups. You'll find, like, one that'll have a pitchfork and hay, like farming stuff. Just very, very small amounts of farming stuff. Or you'll find one that has a axe and some cut logs. But you need to find, you know, a dead guy with, say, a busted up handgun and some ammo. Or a dead medic with medical supplies. So, you know, themed corpses, really. I always think those are interesting. That is a bad sound. No, it's not. It's the green one. Didn't even occur to me that my health is a little low.
Your torment is over.
I still don't trust that. I'm gonna use this.
Breathe in
Yeah, this guy burns through food really fast. Comparatively, I guess, since I'm always punching and always using psionics. How well does psionics work on robots? Just fine. There are a lot of scorpions here, huh? Please, Mr. Scorpion, I would like to not do combat. Do you think you'd be able to step on the scorpions? Games really don't let you step on enemies very often. I'll say New Vegas, maybe you could step on the... Or not New Vegas. Is it Fallout 4 that lets you step on enemies if they're really tiny, like a tiny radroach? I thought it was one of the Fallouts let you do that. Though it may have been a mod. Like, I don't know if it was a mod for the game, like, specifically to step on tiny insects. I'm not talking about normal, full-sized radroaches here. I'm talking about, like, in, Fallout Frost, where it takes place, I don't know, like, 10 years after the bomb, so everything's still small. It's irradiated, and there's zombies and whatnot, but there's no super mutants, and all the, wildlife hasn't transformed as much, so all the radroaches are really small. And I think you could step on them. I don't know if Frost added the ability to step on them, or if that just happened. That's in the base game. That is a terrifying sight. I'm going to level up 2 more points into that. I'll start throwing some into Mecha Empathy here, because now I am seeing robots. I am remembering just how much I hate them. So we're putting 4 points into various things here. 1 to foraging, and what's my lowest technical skill? Electronics? Electronics. I am not prepared to TK fist him, though that works well enough. I always thought Fallout, just going back to Fallout Frost, because I'm just punching snakes here. There's not too much to be seeing on the screen, so you may as well be listening to something interesting, right? But I always thought Fallout Frost was fairly interesting. I don't like the survival mode that Fallout 4 did. So I didn't, by extension, I didn't care much for Fallout Frost. I didn't really need to do that, but it leveled my... I'm gonna keep doing it. It's gonna level my computer up. Why not? Then I didn't like the sanity system. It just meant that I ended up being a booze hound when I played through it, where I would just constantly look for booze, because booze give you like +1 sanity. And if your sanity dropped to 0, you lost. Gas trap. Doesn't matter. If your sanity dropped to 0, you couldn't aim gun. Your guns went to just awful levels, and you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And you kind of need to shoot things in Fallout. You can do melee, but in survival mode, you really don't have that many stim packs and whatnot laying around. I am gonna start. I was hoping no disease. Like this dude brought with him to the pit weapons that he doesn't know how to use. You gotta be better than this, my dude. Disease worsens. Excellent. What's my, yeah, that might's real low, huh? Aggressive antibiotics, then. Excellent. 92%. Why did I want that to work? Why would you want 92% to work? That blinds. I will still lockpick it for the lockpicking skill. I do need to eat food. Eat these Nova fruits. I don't think I know the recipe. It's probably for Nova Jam or something. I don't know the recipe, though. What is that? Bat? Is that bat noises? I think that's bat noises. Usually you hear the bats scream. So, yeah, you don't normally just hear the weird squishing that bats make. Oh no, it was this guy. Yeah. The Clump. The Mkos Clump. With his 9 to 12 health. I should probably heal. Being less than half health and having an option to heal, probably should take it. I'm actually going to save my TK fist. I'll be fine. Oh, that's excellent. Does this hit? It only hits one, I think. Yeah, it's one at a time. I do have 450 swings. It's a lot of swings at my disposal. Not enough. That was unfortunate. It's not enough swings for me. I'd rather have 400. Wow, how incredibly rude. Stop. Just. We're very good at our jobs here at the pits. Fine, it'll be TK versus TK. Because apparently this guy doesn't know how to swing a sword. It's a rat. It's not the small rat either. It's the big rat. That one should be harder to hit. Though I did learn my lesson about trying to fight rats with knives in the reimagining. The rooms that this don't blow up. Ah, it blew up. It didn't do all that much damage. Thank God for natural armor. I don't know. I only took 10 damage from that. That was very reckless of me. I should not have done that. I was talking about the rats in the reimagining though, because they spawn way more rats than they do in this game. Wow. Please stop. I love this TK fist. It is just a just stop button. It makes the enemies stop. And I enjoy it. Also, this is great. Increases, it doesn't run out, and it just naturally increases your psionic regen. How can I say no? I don't even have anything to cook, no. If I had some beautiful, beautiful bread, maybe. But I don't. Poison gas. No thanks. Anyway, the rats in the other game spawn way, way faster. I got immediately swarmed by like 20 of them and died. On like floor 3. Or maybe even 2. It may have been floor 2. It was bad. That has to recharge something. Okay, here we are on floor 7, and it's still rats. So, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this guy fights easier enemies. Comparatively. It is rats on floor 7. This room could have been Jaegers. Just hundreds of Jaegers. I've seen the Jaeger room. I know how bad it is. I've not seen Jaegers in the new game, though. Granted, it takes a lot longer for stuff to happen in the new game. Like, I can clear a room in this game in, I don't know, 30 seconds. It's gonna take you like 2-3 minutes in the new one. Because you have to slowly lockpick the door, and there's a lot of animations. There's no animations in this game. But you have to, ooh, easy cooker. Now that is something I like to see. Turkey lasagna, I don't have that. Yeah, no animations means everything goes faster. You can immediately see what is in the room and can be used. Cannot do that in the new one. You gotta scour the room, clear the room. Then, and you can pause this game. Can't pause the other one. Or, you can pause the other one. You can't stop moving and time pauses for you. You can do that in this game. Like, if I just take my hands off the keyboard, time stops. And I can spend as long as I want thinking. Can't do that in the new one. That has definitely killed me once. I think it was when I was fighting the rats, because I tried to open up my menu to figure out how to use medkits. Because I had never used any medkits in that game. And rats got me. I opened up the menu. Time didn't stop. Also, is that a Mark II in there? I think it's Mark II. Move up 1, TK Fist you. Move up 1, Psionic me. Move up 1, shoot you, and miss. Should be out of range of the guy in there, hopefully. Poison 1, I gotta say I'd rather not be diseased. Yet here we are. You cannot swing with a sword. This sword has no... It's still a sword. Just hit people with... Hit them with the back of your gun. What is that? Bear? Is that bear noises?
Here is
Disease is worsened again because it always worsens. Lower it, please. Hopefully it cures now. That is the wrong button. At least it healed me, I guess. It worked out proactively.